Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the European Conference on Future Skills for Europe's Aerospace and Defense Industry.
Rzeszów is a center of aerospace industry in Poland. Defense industry is also an important part of local business activity. Moreover, many global corporations of aerospace industry as well as defense industry are also located in the region.
The European Commission received the mandate to support strategic cooperation between key stakeholders, therefore to put in place framework conditions for cooperation.
We decide, ASD and the industry, to involve the universities, vocational training, regional clusters, schools, universities inside this pact of skills. At least, this is a big challenge to put all the people on the same page, to teach them about what is the pact for skills, to educate them about what do we want to do, to try to connect our forces, our network, and to be even clever, even smarter all together. This is the way acting together, and for the industry. Aeronautic is really a European topic for all the regions in Europe, a beautiful one. So we need to work together.
We are in times where a lot of budget has been allocated to programs and instruments that are supporting skills.
To me, it's obvious that the membership in the European Union is one of the best things which happened to my country last 200 years. Very soon, aerospace in Poland will feel it, but also aerospace in other countries will feel it, that all products, not green products, will be replaced by green products.
We are talking about revolutionary engine concepts, and here the skill set will slightly, and in some cases even dramatically change. Because first of all, we are starting with water-enhanced turbofan concept, in which we are going into the reduction of CO2, NOx and contrails. So we are more focusing on being more green, being more attractive.
Future-oriented company should think always about next step, about the future. What in next 2, 3, 5 years we will need for our business to have a success. Technology is more and more advanced. Pressure from the job is also bigger and bigger. Many things are changing. We need to be flexible, open-minded, and all this stuff. It means that we should concentrate really on problems.
I'm coordinator of Asset Plus project. Asset Plus is an Erasmus Plus project. We would like to start with the creation of the defense training network that is fundamental for building the critical mass and to capture the detailed needs in terms of job profiles and skills.
Technological roadmaps are the best approach in order to have an actual impact on educational system and on industry.
We are very much willing to engage young people in our activities, to contribute to building the interests of young people in technologies which are that important for the defense industry. The European Defence Challenge is an open competition in which a broad question related to defense technologies is proposed to students from all over Europe.
Here question is remote everything. To what extent can unmanned assets interact with humans in the field of defense operations? The question is very broad. So we want the students not only to show or to develop their technical skills, but also the question has room for the students to think about the political, the regulatory aspects, the economical, social, even ethical, and this is a good exercise for them just to think not only in the technology but also in the impact of technology in the society.
It's difficult from time to time to attract new talent, young people, and women as well, to the field of aeronautic and defense. And this is the reason why we decided, together with some partners, to launch the second edition of the Asset Plus Challenge.
Cadets who are graduated as second lieutenants, Master of Science, and go directly to military units or another military institution, including Science Research Center. After 20-30 years of duty, they also can be employees of military defense industry, and a lot of such retired officers, but still young, are working for example, PGZ.
I think that it's a reception for the success, the cooperation, the universities and industry. So all the time we should work together.
We are looking for people who are with passion, who are joining us, not only to gain experience, but who are joining us because they feel they want to do something important.
It's always good to mix the students and the professional. We are working closely with the industrial to better understand which kind of technology they are working on it, and to implement them within our hangar, within our courseware, or within our program, because we want our students be able to be aware of this new technology we will be used in the future.
Only the cooperation of scientists with broadly understood business brings positive results. It interprets the necessary to project focusing on solving current and real no theoretical problem.
The challenge for the skills providers, this is to create as many opportunities as possible so that there may be some collaboration, not only from the educational point of view, the pedagogical point of view, but also from research point of view, so that also the students can take advantage of this.
Technology race is going so fast that you cannot use current or state-of-the-art defense acquisition procedures as well. For example, in the realm of counter UAV, defense typically takes a few years to acquire something. Well, in a realm of counter UAV, 5-year-old technology, that's prehistoric.
We also have a challenge because our company every year changing in many areas, so it's difficult how to follow according to these changes with our engineers.
There is a continuous changing of the environment for the engineer. There is new tools, new idea. If they stop to learn, they will not be able to make his work further or better.
I don't afraid about the young people and their digital skills. I can even say that when they are born, they have all kinds of electronic devices in their hands. Let's imagine that we will have some kind of global failure of all electronic navigations, all system breakdown. How will we react? How will we find ourselves in such a situation? How to not only trust the systems, but how also to use our brain to catch this, to look on the surroundings which is around us, and then how to manage this information. This is a very, very important thing.
We know that we have a demographic problem. We know that as well we will lose millions of jobs, but we will create as well millions of jobs. The thing is that millions of jobs that we will lose, they already exist. The millions of jobs that we will create, we still don't have the competences.
The scope of activity has grown tremendously over the years, and it applies not only to the company I have a honor to represent, but it also applies to many companies in the area.
It is a given that the skills needed in industry are evolving very quickly today, and therefore it is it's very important that the vet be close to the industry to develop programs and new trainings as fast as possible. To this regard, agility is the key.
When we are teaching and when we are developing the skills in these young people, we need to do this in such a way that we motivate them to understand that there is more behind it, there's more to it than just learning the basics, but the basics is the foundation that we can build the rest on.
Now more and more often we see a need to implement soft skills training, and such trainings are provided both for specialists as well for managers.
Those hard skills are essential in defense industry, and however, those hard skills, as I said, need to be upgraded. You need to have people that want to learn new things, that are ready and that are capable of understanding how those new technologies will influence the world in the future, and can anticipate how those new technologies could be used.
The future requires us to think about proper combination of technical skills and soft skills.
In order to teach soft and digital skills, we have to make some kind of innovations to transfer this kind of skills to our future or current students and future professionals.
The key issue is to link upskill and reskilling policies to business and technological strategy.
Team of the future will be the mix of human and artificial intelligence. It is very important, and I think that we'll have to take under consideration planning our activities in the perspective of many years.
We're in times of fertile soils for building skills. Important work is done in the last 20 years, and today in particular. Important initiatives are in place. The amount of available programs and funding for skills has never been so significant. So let's use this potential in full.